Smith with my guy Ernesto Jordan. Fortunately, our other host Brent Hallman was unfortunately not able to come this week. It's all good. We'll hold it down for him. Again, purpose of the show is to spotlight all of our athletes here in El Paso, Texas. Keep in mind we do have a page for our sub-varsity players as well on Instagram. It's under Next Gen, I believe it is on Instagram. So go ahead and hit them up as well. This main page is focusing on varsity football, but we still focus on everybody here in El Paso. We post weekly. We do post our players of the week as well, send in nominations each week so we can get them on there and get them out here to the show. Starting off this week, we're going to talk a little bit about our games from this past week, and I'm going to fly through it for our week 3 roundup. El Dorado took care of Malwood at the SAC 2. Cathedral took care of Anthony, Austin, Bowie won as well.
Shout out to Cathedral. They're 3-0.
3-0.
Yes, sir.
3-0 with the big game this week as well. Riverside won off of a blocked field goal against Clint to start off district. Isleta, Andres, Canutillo, Chapin, and Devi all started off district as well, 1-0.
Isleta is also undefeated with Bowie.
Isleta and Bowie.
Shout out to those two teams.
Bowie 2-0, Isleta 3-0. Congratulations to that.
That's right.
Game that happened down in Odessa High at the legendary Ratliff Stadium. Our 915 Eastwood Troopers, they took care of business and took care of the Odessa High Broncos 56-49.
Shout out to Nate
Chabadia, 4 touchdowns. Nate, good job, dog.
And the game-winning touchdown.
Game-winning touchdown with 20 seconds left.
That's
Yes,
right,
sir. Lubbock, Monterey, unfortunately, Franklin traveled down there. They did lose that week. Before we want to continue, we do want to send our condolences as well to the young man that passed away this week from Franklin High School.
Lopez.
His last name is Lopez. Again, we do send our condolences as well to the family as well. So again, we do want to give our condolences to the family. Go ahead and move forward. The big one, man, made on FitFab Socorro in 2 years. Not just a close win, but a blowout win against Bel Air. Yeah. A little bit about that. Tell me what you think that maybe could do for their program.
Give them a boost. They've been
close, man.
They've been close, but they haven't won a game in 3 years now.
2 years?
Or 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. And this
Ever since Coach Connell took over.
Yeah, this is the first win.
Congratulations.
First win of the season. Hey, it should be nothing but going up from there. So
that's it. They do have a tough one against Cathedral this week, but hey, you never know what can happen.
Exactly. Our
game of the week, Pebble Hills took care of Americas. Unfortunately, Hobbs did take care of Parkland 41-38, and Eastlake fell to State Powerhouse Liberty Hill 49-35. All right, guys, so we're going to move on forward to our game of the week from last week, which was Pebble Hills over America's Trailblazers. Americas did start off with some fireworks with a 75-yard touchdown run on an option play to start off the game. But after that, they scored one more time, and then Pebble Hills was up 42-14 at halftime, and then they cruised to a win after that. So again, congratulations to Pebble Hills for that.
Congrats to Coach Warner.
And Coach Warner, his very first win at Pebble Hills. And he'll be able to, after this week, be able to shoot for that first 6A win. So, keep on working over there in Spartaland. Coach Warner, congratulations. Another big game that we do want to spotlight. Not very many El Paso teams could travel down to Ratliff Stadium to get a win. But Eastwood did do that as they took care of the Odessa Broncos. Back and forth the whole game. I was watching it, and Eastwood pulled away at the very end with a 20-yard touchdown run to seal the victory.
I would like to know what the win-loss percentage is for El Paso teams in Ratliff Stadium, man, because that's a tough place to win traditionally.
100%. Just in general.
It's a hard place.
Yeah, because you pull up there. I played there in college against UTPB, and it was still crazy. You pull up there, and fans are out there tailgating for hours. Mm-hmm. And then they show up there. Most fans, they enjoy themselves at tailgate. They show up there, and then it's just crazy. And it's crazy because they have the home fans sit on the away side, the students.
Yeah, which is crazy. I don't know.
So you got the program, and kids are calling out your name the whole time in the game. You're like, man, what the heck? But hey, congratulations to Eastwood for that. All right, so we're gonna move on to our player of the weeks this week. We did have 2 of them. The first one coming from El Dorado High School, and Ryan Red Estrada, 17 carries, 293 yards, 4 touchdowns, and I believe that's 17.2 yards per carry. That's outstanding.
Congratulations.
Big game this week. We'll see if he can do it again.
And it's good to see Ray Ray back because
Yes.
last year was a down year for him. I don't know what was going on, but it was good to see him out there having fun again and dominating like we've been seeing him for years in the youth level. So shout out to Ray Ray.
For sure, and and you guys will see these pictures flying by, man. This dude is massive. He is built like a true Division I athlete for sure. And then our other one, as you'll get to speak with him later on, is Jamari Milton from Andrews High School. He finished 14 of 16 with 237 yards and 4 passing touchdowns against Jefferson. Tremendous as well by him as a sophomore, finishing with 88% passing completion percentage.
And I would like to add also little Milton. He's grown some. He's becoming. You can see him big hands, about 6'1" maybe 6 foot.
Yeah, we're gonna see him later on, and the good thing for him is that he really battles for that starting spot, and won it fair and square.
He's grown up. He grew up.
He grew up.
Exactly. Yeah, we saw a little bit of him on 7-on-7, but now in tackle, you're starting to see all the hard work that you saw him putting in over the summer. So congrats, Jamari.
I know, definitely. I think he even grew from week 1. I watched a little bit of the game against El Dorado, and you could tell he looked real timid and real nervous out there. I'm not even saying the weather played a factor, just looked real nervous.
Right.
And then against Coronado, you saw the improvements. Still those, and then now he's finding his groove in that offense that Coach runs, that air raid offense. So big game this week, rivalry. So we'll see how that goes for sure.
And then since we missed last week, we do have Mateo
Mateo Santibanez, week 2 player of the week from Franklin High School, who balled out for sure. 26 total tackles, 12 solo, 14 assists. Again, Mike, captain of that defense, that stack defense. So you guys will be able to hear from him later on in the show as well.
Great kid.
Okay. This week we do have 3 big game of the weeks. I think it's gonna on each side of the town, east side, northeast, and the west side. We do have El Dorado traveling down to Eastwood Trooper Stadium for homecoming to take on the Eastwood Troopers. I'll talk a little bit about El Dorado. Jay, tell me, what does Eastwood have to do to take care of the victory?
They got to stop Ray Ray. That front 7 needs to stop Ray Ray. That as simple as that. If you can't stop that, it's going to be a long day. And I think Eastwood knows that, and I think Ray Ray knows that, but I think he knows what he needs to do. And then, as well too, is you focus on the run too much, they're going to kill you in the air. So you got Darius, you have Joker, and you got a couple other kids out there. So they're balanced. To me, they are a balanced team. They are a balanced team. The quarterback, hey, they set up they have a game plan for him. It's good, and he can run. So that's what I love. He can run. So.
And then defensively, what do you think they need to do to slow down Eastwood's offense?
For El Dorado?
Yes. What does Eastwood have to do? Eastwood's offense have to do
against
to be able to keep up or put pointing against El Dorado?
So my only thing with Eastwood, what I seen when I was watching against the Broncos, had a lot of drop passes. So I think if they correct the drop passes, they'll be fine. Get it to your playmaker. And their playmaker is in the slot. And
Fabian Penalosa.
Fabian Penalosa. That kid is good. He is in the slot. He gets the ball. He gets open. So
he's sneaky.
He's sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky speed. Because he's not that fast to catch the ball. You're like, oh, okay, he is that fast. So,
and the big question mark is number 4 going to play for Eastwood? If number 4 plays, which is Jude Walker, that's going to help Fabian open him up so much. And it's going to help Coach Lopez call plays if they give him more and that run game too. For El Dorado, I think personally, of course, give the ball to number 1. Feed him. But also set up, Eastwood on some runs and, make easy passes offensively. Make sure you keep Eastwood's offense off the field because they score and they score fast.
Yes.
Coach Lopez likes to go fast.
No help.
Don't get behind because he will slow it down. Defensively, I think they need to cover and get pressure on Mr. Cox and stop the run. They are going to try to run the ball. Make Eastwood have to play behind the sticks. If they play in front of the sticks, they're going to hit you with that no-huddle NASCAR offense. And by the time you look up in 2 plays, they're going to be on the 5-yard line.
Yep.
I think one of the biggest factors in this game is going to be depth for Aldo because Eastwood's very deep. You can see just the number. Look at the field; it's clear across from the 20 to 20. There's kids, so that could be a big factor, I believe, in this game.
And speaking of depth too, it's crazy because you don't see very many, maybe like 2 or 3 kids from Eastwood that's playing both ways. I could name 3 or 4 kids from El Dorado that's playing both ways.
Yeah.
And we did see injury happen to their anchor last week. So if he's able to come back, I think that's going to be a big thing as well for El Dorado. So moving forward to our next.
All right, pick. You're gonna pick, or we're gonna.
We are gonna pick. We are gonna pick. All right, Ben, who you got in this one?
I'm gonna go Eastwood just for the depth.
Jay.
Who you gonna pick?
We are El Dorado High, Aztecs, Warrior shining bright. Yes, sir.
It's tough, man. It's tough. To me, it's a tough game because if they stop Ray, because that defense, and Eastwood does have a good defense, so I'm gonna go Eastwood.
Coach Martinez has them boys rolling. I'm sticking with you, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you another thing. It's good to have Aldo back.
Yes.
Playing
Yes.
at that level. I think El Paso
Yes.
needs El Dorado
Yes.
to be playing at that level.
100%.
Shout out to all those boys out there this weekend for both teams.
All right, moving forward to Northeast El Paso. Battle of the North. Battle of potential 1, 2, 3 seeds in District 158 Division 2. Jamari Milton and the Andrews Eagles traveled down to Austin High School to face Davion Singleton and the Chapin Huskies. Tell me what Andrews has to do, to come out victorious against Chapin.
Defensively, I just want to see what this defensively. They got to stop them defensively on the defense side of the ball. If they can stop their offense, then it'll be. I think it'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. If they can't stop their offense, because Chapin has a bunch of weapons. If one of them weapons get hot, it's going to be a long day for the defense. And then the same thing for Chapin on the defense side of the ball. They got to stop that off. They got to stop the offense. They just got to stop the run because I know the running back from last year. And the first time when they played him last year, he came out hot. Came out hot with a big run.
Same kid, no?
Yeah, same kid. I believe he's over 22, if I'm not mistaken. He is the running back.
For Andrews?
Yes. So if Chapin can stop the running game and their corners can play for the passing game, it's going. If they can stop the pass, it's going to be. If they can stop the pass, they'll win it. If not, it's going to be a long game. It's probably going to end up being a back and forth game. So.
And
I think about Marcus Wilson.
Marcus Wilson. And I think for Chapin is play some stout defense. Make the young sophomore quarterback make decisions he doesn't want to make. First game, big rivalry game. We're gonna hear him later on about his mindset, but you gotta get to his head quick. Especially knowing, hey, we gotta win this game for one, bragging rights, and two, for seeding wise when it comes to playoffs. Right. I think coach needs to dial up some pressures and get at him quick and make him make some quick throws. And then offensively, it's feed 4, feed 5, feed 19. Give those guys the balls and give those guys the ball and let them make plays for you.
I think it's gonna be a physical game. I think it will be a physical game because it's a rivalry game.
It's a rivalry.
A rivalry game. I remember we did 7-on-7.
It's a rivalry.
It was a rivalry. 7-on-7. It was a rivalry game, and it was a close game. So, but I think it's gonna be a physical game. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one.
All right, so we're going to make our picks. Ben, who you got here on this one?
I've had 3 nephews graduate from Chapin. I'm gonna go Chapin.
Jay?
Oh, I'm going Chapin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chapin here. I'm gonna go clean sweep. I think there's gonna be too much for Andrews. Andrews is gonna be coming high off of that win against Jeff, but 2 different kinds of opponents. And same for Chapin too. All right, the big game on the west side. This is gonna be fun. Hopefully it lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
I don't want to see no blowouts in this one. I want to see like a 7-6 game. Canutillo, Del Valle. Del Valle travels down to the Smurf turf, faces Matthew Gasca, Renee Huerta, and Lalo Carrillo and the Canutillo Eagles, as Jake Fetty, Manny Fuller, and Mateo Santibanez travel down to take them on Friday nights. What does Canutillo need to do to be able to win this game?
So we already know Canutillo's defense. If their defense can stop the run, because we know who's running the ball, it's Manny Fuller. If they can slow him down, they slow him down. But what they got to worry about now is they're loaded at receivers. You have Bananas. You have Nunez, or was it
Ryu.
Ryu.
Both Nunez.
Both Nunez.
Both Nunez.
You got Dylan.
Yeah.
You have an assortment of weapons. There's an assortment. Abraham. There's a bunch of weapons on offense.
Ezra Rocha.
Ezra too. Like Ezra scored. He scored last week. And to see him get in the end zone, I was like, okay, that's the guy that I know. That's the Ezra I know. So
the Ezra coach. Yeah.
So seeing that on that's Canatio. That's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to stop. They're gonna stop the run in the pass. Do I think they can do it? Canatio. They're supposed to be the number 1 5A Texas defense in El Paso or in the state of Texas. I do see if they stop them, they have a great defense. I think they can do it. I think they can do it. That's on the defense side of the ball. Offensively, they got to get the click. They got to click. I know with the first game they played with Pebble Hills, it was 6-0.
7-0.
Yep.
7-6.
7-0.
Yep.
7-0, and then who was their next game?
They played. I think this week they played Burgess. The following week they played Americas, Mountwood.
They played Mountwood.
Yeah, they beat them on
They played
Mountwood.
Mountwood after. So it was Pebble Hills, and then it was Mountwood.
Yeah,
so
so
they played Bridges.
Yeah, they blew them out.
Yep.
So my thing is, I think it's gonna. If Cantil can stop them on the offense, I think it'll be a good game. Offensively for Cantil, they gotta get it. They're going. They gotta get it going. They have the weapons. They have Lalo. They have Renee. They have their the other guy. I don't know his name, but I know number 2. He's really quick. They have weapons too. The thing is, can they stop it on the defense side of Del Valle? So
the thing about I think kind of deal is a lot of kids go both ways on that team.
yeah.
And same thing for Del Valle, but I think a little bit more of the critical positions kind of deal has their key players playing those positions. So, it's going to be a matter of who's conditioned, who's injury free, or because they're all going in there with nagging injuries. So I think that's going to be a factor in this.
It's for Cantil. It's going to be on their linebacker.
Yeah. And for TJ.
TJ.
My thing is, are they gonna have Lalo follow someone? And if they do, who?
Yeah.
And are they gonna trust? If they have Lalo follow someone, he's gonna be on the island by himself.
Yeah.
Now, how are they gonna play someone else? Something
So that's the thing. Will Del Valle throw it to him on the island?
Exactly.
Because my thing is, do you really want to test him or not?
If you test him 8 out of 10 times, it's gonna be a picked off, or you're not gonna get any positive yards.
But then at the same time, too, on the other side, because I believe number 2 plays both ways as well.
Yeah,
I think
he's a safety.
Number 2, number 4, Lalo.
I think Renee plays safety, if I'm not mistaken. I think
So-
he's number 2.
Yeah, he's sometimes in the box, so maybe he is. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
The big thing is TJ having to make sure he's holding it down against man. And they gotta. Canatio will win if their front 7 stops Jake from scrambling. He could kill you in the pocket. And their screen game. Del Valle has a 6-6-6 screen game. Their screen game is nasty. So I think for DB,
also,
their defense gotta fly around. Gotta make plays.
Another factor doesn't get mentioned much about Del Valle is their line. Their line is pretty good.
They always have a good line.
It's good size, so I know that line is nasty. So.
Yeah, I seen Matos clean somebody cut. So
Yes, I think for Del Valle, I think it's gotta be a whole lot of number 1 and number 10. You have to be in a game like this because, most of us know. That's a crazy ups happens. Pretty much whoever wins this is gonna get that
Number 1.
home game.
and my thing is too, they put, like I said, I don't know what the game plan is, but if they move Manny around, put him in the slot, because I've seen him play in the slot.
That's dangerous.
If they put him in the slot, then you put Ezra back there as a running back. So everybody's gonna be focused on 10.
Now 23 is running crazy.
Right there. So.
Right. Well, let's pick.
But let's pick. All right, Ben, who we got?
I'm gonna go quarterback play. Del Valle.
This is gonna be hard. People about to be upset. They're gonna be mad. I'm gonna go Canatio.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna go Canatio.
And only reason is I think home game, and because last year Canatio got blown out by Del Valle, so I think they're gonna have a bad taste.
So Gridiron put on a good post today. Del Valle owns that series, so yeah, they're up by a lot.
Yeah, I think Canatio's due for one.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it depends really how Matt Goska plays.
Yep, I agree.
If Matt Goska plays well enough and puts points up, and their defense if Canatio gets up by at least 2 scores in the second half, then now Coach Brooks could use that run game that he loves with
Right.
Matt and with Renee and with Lalo and company. So
Because you got to think,
we'll see.
because if that defense gets some turnovers, because they get turnovers, so
Right.
it's going. Like I said, it's going.
They're gonna have to pressure Jake.
Yeah, they got to pressure. If they don't pressure Jake, then
He's gonna
it's
take
going
the
to go. It's going to go Del Valle. But
Yeah.
if we're going based off their defense and their offense, I'm going to go with the number one defense in 5A right now. So, like I said, I'm going to stick with Canatio, man.
So we're all
If
picking
I'm wrong,
I'm
pick-
picking,
you pick DV.
I pick DV.
if I'm wrong,
Jake.
give me the DV hat or the DV shirt. I'll wear it. It is what it is.
Mr. Santabeniz.
I'm gonna go DV.
Get it
as
ready.
well.
It's-
I think they're just gonna be too much weapons. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna out weapon Canatio. All right, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our schedule this week. Franklin is playing against Americas at Franklin High School, I believe, on Thursday, September 19th at 7 p.m. It should be a good battle between both teams. America's still seeking their first win of the year. Mountwood has to take a trip down to Midland and play against that triple option offense, and we've seen it here firsthand. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a long night for the Rams.
Yeah, I heard A-Rod doesn't even want to watch him, man.
Yeah, me too. Already he's going to go to the west side. Eastlake takes on Rio Rancho, the easier than New Mexico teams. We know Eastlake's probably going to take that one at the SAC 1. SAC 2, Pebble Hills is going to take on Rio Rancho Cleveland.
Yeah, I think it's so Eastlake's
That's
at Rio Rancho. Pebble Hills is at SAC
Yeah.
1
Hold on, did Eastlake play Rio Rancho
last year.
last year, right? And they lost it was a close game?
Yeah, yeah.
13-7.
Okay, hey, hope that they better go.
You know, Luke's been on the roll. He's probably gonna hit 1,000 yards this week.
You better pull it out and use him. Yeah.
1,000 yards passing.
Killing it.
Should be his get back game. Cause
Yep.
Which to me now makes it seem like if Eastlake's defense steps up, they're gonna be nasty
Mhm.
and not give up so many points. Socorro and Cathedral, actually they're gonna be the ones that play at SAC 2. The Cathedral's gonna end the night 4-0 over there. And Coronado is traveling down to Parkland to take on a win after their bye week. And of course we have already talked about El Dorado and Eastwood. Moving over to 5AD1. I'm going off of here. Bel Air has to take a nice 6-7 hour drive down to Big Spring, Texas to face the Big Spring Steers. Hopefully they come out with a win, but you never know what can happen.
Yeah, good luck to Coach Recorder. I know it's been
Yes.
rough, man. He's probably not used to all this, but man, we're rooting for you, Coach. Get that first dub out there.
let's go.
Yes, sir.
Keep it back,
Let's go do it.
Yep.
All right, and then the big one for 5AD2, we got Del Valle taking on Canutillo. Clint Horizon is playing against El Paso Hanks at Excalibur Stadium for homecoming for the Knights.
That should be
Should be.
it's Horizon or it's Horizon or not Clint, right? It's Clint.
They have it on here as
On the
Clint
district,
Horizon.
okay, so
It's
it is Horizon. Okay,
Horizon, yeah.
that should be good. See what Jordan can do.
Yeah. It should be a good one.
Yep.
It should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one. I think it is.
I don't. I think it's gonna be a blowout.
No, I think it's gonna be a good one because I can tell you right now, Horizon missed a couple passes.
Josiah's nice. The quarterback's nice.
Hey.
No, I can't just shake him.
Hey,
I'm telling you right now, it could have been 21-0 in the first quarter.
But I'll tell you something though, Hanks needs to keep winning because
Yeah.
that district's gonna be tough.
Yes.
If they lose, take a loss here, they can't afford to lose anymore.
I think Hanks is gonna blow them out. And just in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
The big game of the Northeast, of course, Andrews and Chapin are gonna face off, and Burgess will travel down to Jeff. Who you got?
Oh, Burgess versus. I'm gonna go
Burgess
Jeff.
versus
I'm going Jeff too.
I'm gonna go Jeff.
As much as I think Burge is gonna win, I'm just my roots are from Jeff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jeff too. I'm rooting for him. If Mountain View's quarterback was playing, I think this game would be a lot closer. But I think Isletta's gonna be too much for Mountain View. Isletta and Mountain View.
Is the quarterback not playing?
I don't think so.
No, he's still
I think he's still hurt.
Okay, I'll say Usletta because Usletta is they have weapons.
Yep.
They
Oh
have
yeah, man.
weapons.
They're rolling right now. They're doing
Yeah.
really well.
Wish they would have stayed 5A, but they rolling.
And then we got Mr. Zamar Vargas and the Santa Azaria Eagles going up against the Fabens Wildcats. Triple option is going to be too much. Zamar's going to go crazy on them. I got Sanelli.
Yep. I think it's gonna be the first win.
First win, I think Zamar's gonna break 1,000.
He's at 748 or something like that. That's what
He's close to it, and he could do it this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Possible.
Hey,
He looks big in that picture, man.
He's huge,
Hey,
but he's perfect for that triple option
Yeah,
Yeah, he
offense.
is. I think because what he's at 7 something,
740.
740.
So he's about
Is he
260,
close? Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty close. And he's averaging what a game?
He
Like
needs 260 to get 1,000.
shit, he might get 260 unless they pull him out early.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it seemed like they got blown out last week and he was still in. So
Yep.
Riverside and Irvin down at Irvin Stadium. This may be closer than you guys think, depending on how Mr. Carlos Rojas plays after the way they struggled against Clint.
True. True. But I
Irvin
still
was
don't
off
think
last
Irvin
week,
is
so-
there yet. I don't think Irvin's there yet. But
I'm gonna go Irvin.
yep.
I'm gonna go Irvin because the quarterback used to play for Chapin.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did. So
Well, I do like Riverside though, man. They until you beat them, they're
yeah, I mean,
for a year.
exactly. I mean, Irvin got their first win, got a bye, so they're coming in high. So let's see how they come out. If they play good,
Right.
if they play good, it's gonna be a good game. If they don't, you know who's gonna win, Riverside. So
Interesting. I'm gonna go Irvin. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm going
You go to Riverside, man.
I'm going Riverside for sure. And then to finish up, we have Bowie and Clint's. Interesting. We have a wishbone against a wing T.
are they both undefeated?
No, I think Clint lost. Clint lost last week to
We lost off a
Riverside.
block field goal to
Okay.
Riverside.
Okay. And then, but Bowie's undefeated.
Bowie's undefeated. They're 2-0, yes.
That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go Bowie. Hey, that's tight end is tall, man, and all they gotta do is throw it up there.
I haven't seen much from him this year, though.
I seen him when they played against Jefferson. They threw the ball up to him in the end zone, and he got
Yeah, he's got some height. Man.
Yeah.
6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", yeah.
and he can jump.
All right, man. So Zamar, just to go back, Zamar has 787 yards.
Oh,
So
he's
he's breaking.
1,000, bro.
Okay, yeah.
783. He only needs, what, 187
Yeah.
to get 1,000? Oh, 287, I'm sorry. And he averages almost 200 yards a game.
Yep.
And he was at like 2 something to get
Yeah,
reach
you
1,000.
might get it.
Yeah.
Were they playing at home or?
Now they're on the road.
Okay.
Sanelli's playing at Fabens on the grass field, so that even helps even more.
Oh yeah.
And then the mosquitoes.
No,
that's
Mosquitoes
the
is
Sanelli.
Sanelli.
Oh, so they're playing at Clint. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
they're
the same
playing at-
mosquitoes.
they're playing at
It's just down the street, man.
Yeah, close to it.
Yeah.
Close to it. All right, so that is our games this week. Before we close this out, district play is getting a little bit saucy in 5A D2. What's your expectations this week?
We're gonna find out who's gonna be number one.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out who's gonna be number one, but then also again, we also gonna find out the battle of the Northeast.
Yep.
Because where I look at it, what's the battle of the Northeast is gonna be either 2 or 3.
And you know what's crazy? I think playoff seedings are going to be settled this week.
Yeah.
Crazy
Well,
in 5A D2.
no, I can't say that
Unless we,
because I know there's a couple games.
if we're counting out Hanks already, then yes.
Yeah, but
But if
I'm
not,
not counting out Hanks.
Me neither.
because
I
that's
think
the
Hanks
thing.
is going to either beat Andrews or Chapin, one of those two.
Well, that's the thing. Hanks played.
Possibly.
I know Hanks played Chapin at the end. That's the last game of the season.
And then they have to play Andrews too.
Hanks plays who?
Chapin at the end of the season.
And
That's the
Hanks-
last game of the
So,
season.
I was
Chapin needs
talking
to win.
I was talking to a Hanks player, and he said their schedule's been light, and at the end of the year is when they face all the tougher teams and districts.
Mhm.
And if Hanks could beat either Andrews or Chapin, all right, hey, maybe even beat one of those other teams.
I was
They gonna
surprised
find
by
somebody
Hank's
else.
size. I really was. I didn't expect them to have the size that they have, and I was really impressed with that when I watched.
A lot of people are transferring to go play for coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like it, yes, sir.
So some kids should be at other schools and they're playing for them.
Mm-hmm. And then some of the youth programs are taking their kids straight to
Yep.
Hanks. Yeah, so
And
they're
he's
good.
really doing really good with the feeder program.
Yep. He's doing something right. So.
Mhm.
Something good. But hey, that's it for this week, guys. Week
I
4.
just want to bring up, remember Emmanuel Lopez, young man that died in that unfortunate accident this weekend, man. It's tough. I know Felix Chavez said something that was interesting, that he said, cherish your time with one another, play for one another, support one another, play for team, and always care for one another. You know, sometimes you don't realize that until you get to be our age, right? It's about others, and I don't know if any of the kids are watching this, but play for each other, man. Love each other.
They definitely watch this because I talked to a Hanks player last week at the Pebble Hills game, and he was like, "Why'd you guys pick against us? That's very disrespectful." We used that, and now look at us. So yeah, then they're like, "Yeah, we all saw that, and we were all pissed."
Yeah,
we had to prove each other wrong.
you know, we don't do it to upset you. It's just our
That's
opinion.
what I told him. That's what I told him. I
It's
said,
our
"Look,"
opinion.
I said, "We do it as an opinion, and if it fires you up, then hey, that's
Right.
Hey, prove us wrong.
Right.
Prove us
That's what
wrong.
we want.
Send us a shirt, and we'll wear it,
yeah."
or a hat. We'll wear it.
But yeah, again, you know, we want to send our condolences to the Lopez family, of course, and as well as the others that were involved in the crash too.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're so sorry about that. So car accidents suck because the most craziest things could happen, and you could just be driving just fine. Whether it's you don't have to be intoxicated or whatever. It could just be something happens to be an 18-wheeler, unfortunately. But hey, we send our best condolences to them and to the Franklin community as well. We hopefully the boys play behind that, and you know, we'll be definitely showing some love over there. But again, you know, this week again coming up, push out, give us the stats, push out nominations for Player of the Week, and nominations for Game of the Week too. You know, send that to us, and you know, we'll talk it over as a staff, and then we'll decide again. But hey, here at the show, we want to give a shout out to the guys that's behind the scenes that does the work for us: Ben Ortega, Andres Ortega, Jesus Martinez, Melvin Milton as well.
The Flyers. Yep.
With the Flyers, and Javier Parra as well with his input that he puts in. Eventually, we'll have our mics back. So, but yeah, we just want to give a shout out to those guys behind the scenes. We do a lot of work, and hey, if you guys are interested, and you know, come talk with us, and we can see what we got. Also, too, shout out to our photographers as well.
Yep.
Shout out to them as well. Thank you guys for joining the team as well. So, but hey, I'm Trey Smith, Ernesto Jordan, Mr. Ben Ortega behind the camera. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces.